Hi friends, this is Fatima from Fatima's Love Show and welcome to my channel. I'm coming to you today with a video that is going to be in response to one of my subscribers who asked me a question about how to increase the female libido. The reason why I decided to do this video is because I know that this is an issue that a lot of women are struggling with. And for those who don't understand what libido is, that's our sexual drive. First and foremost, I want to let everyone know that there are two major components that play big parts in our libido, especially the female libido. Those two major components are, one, our mental state, and two, our circulatory system. These two components play a very big role in our libido. So I want to take a little bit of time and just talk about those things first. Now, when we talk about circulatory system, our circulatory system directly affects our sex drive and our libido. We have to keep our heart pumping. We have to keep a very good blood flow for our sex drive and our libido to stay as functional as it needs to be. We need good blood pumping through all of the areas of our body, especially and specifically geared to our genital areas. So there are some basic things that we want to keep in mind when it comes to our circulatory system, and our libido. Number one, smoking. Smoking is an issue that can be very detrimental to our circulatory system and definitely also to our sex drive. If you are a smoker, you may realize that your libido is a little bit more decreased than the average non-smoker because smoking directly affects your circulatory system. The next thing would be you want to make sure that you get a decent workout regimen. It doesn't have to be anything hardcore. It doesn't have to be going to the gym, but you want to do something to keep your metabolism going and your heart rate going. Whether it's a nice speed walk around the block, a little jog, maybe some jumping jacks, something a little bit, 5 to 10 minutes daily, that you can do a little workout regimen to keep your blood flow going. Number one, is great for you health wise. Number two, this will also help to increase your libido naturally. It will help. We want to definitely also make sure that we do incorporate our diet into our sexual awareness or our libido. The reason being, there are certain foods that definitely directly affect or can help our libido. We want to eat more foods that have essential fatty acids in them. These are foods that actually help, again, increase our libido. You want to eat foods that are rich in zinc because, again, these help produce our hormone levels and help us increase, again, our libidos. There are a lot of natural aphrodisiacs, which you'll find in one of my prior videos, that definitely help in our libido. One of the most popular ones and one of the most effective aphrodisiacs that you may want to incorporate, and you can go to your herb store, you can go to a GNC and find it, is ginkgo biloba. Ginkgo biloba is a very effective natural herb that can help increase our natural libido. Another one is vitamin E. Believe it or not, it has been said that if you purchase vitamin E capsules and crack the capsule open and apply it directly to your vaginal area, it will increase the sensitivity by increasing blood flow to that genitalial area, which will also again increase your libido. Chocolates are another aphrodisiac that are natural and they definitely help in libido. Oysters, which are rich in zinc, are one of the biggest aphrodisiac foods out there that is used for sexual enhancement. So these are all natural ways that we can, basic core things that we can do to increase our libido. The next thing you want to do is think about your state of mind. Some of us suffer with depression, and we don't even know it. Even low-level depression. Depression will weigh heavily on our sex drive. So you want to maybe talk to your doctor and make sure that you don't suffer from depression, even low-level depression, which a lot of us suffer with and we don't even know it. The reason why you want to make sure of that, because if you are suffering from depression, you may have to be treated medically for that depression in order to see an increase in your sexual drive. So those are the two main components that we definitely want to focus on and think about. Now, me personally, I don't necessarily advise, and by no means am I a medical doctor, so don't get that twisted. But by no means do I personally advise these so-called sex drugs that you can buy out of the stores nowadays, like Stamina Max and Max Factor and things like that, that are pills that are not pharmaceutical pills, that are supposed to be ingested to increase your stamina, your libido, your sexual awareness. I'm not into all of that, because number one, to me, and this is my personal opinion, if it's not coming from a pharmacist, if it's not coming from an FDA approved source, then how do I know that they're even legit? How do I know that is even a valid regimen? So I don't really get into all of that. Especially a lot of these supplements aren't even natural. So let's not really deal with those too much. Now, there are some basic things that I think we can do as women that will also help us in our sexual attractiveness. Number one, we have to learn how to get our sexy back. And to me, I think one of the great ways of doing that is start to pay more attention to ourselves first. If that means plan a special date with yourself on Friday, and I mean with yourself, just pampering, go buy your freakum dress and put your freakum dress on. Play some music. Play I'm Bringing Sexy Back. You know, get some music going. Put some makeup on. Do your hair up nice. Get sexy for you. And start to make this a part of your lifestyle. Don't just put your sexiness or your sex appeal on the back burner. Do it first for you. And the more you start to spend that time with yourself, the more you start to feel sexy. The more you start to feel sexy, the more you're going to want to be sexy, so on and so forth. So that's one of the things that I definitely think that we need to get back to. Take the time. I know we're mothers, we're wives, we're in the workforce, but we have to learn how to take that time back to ourselves and definitely learn how to bring sexy back. Not for hubby, not for the children, but for us first. And watch how the difference will be in our mindset and in our atmosphere once we start taking that time out for us. I want us to mainly keep in mind, there's no reason to be scared. There's no reason to not talk about it, because this is something that a lot of us are dealing with. It comes through aging. It comes through childbearing. It is natural for us to start seeing a decrease in our libido. But let's not throw in the towel. Let's not think that there's nothing that we can do. There are things we can do. Stay on top of our circulatory health. Stay on top of our mind state. And most importantly, bring the sexy back for us. If you do these things, I can assure you that you'll see a change. Remember that with no God, there's no love. Be blessed.